Hello everyone, it's Gingy here and we are back for another pastel painting, and this one is another mini. This is a 6x6 inch piece of the UART 400, and we are going to be just doing a little winter landscape because, you know, it's winter. We don't have snow, we've had a lot of rain and the river level's rising again to worrying levels, but we're going to be doing this one as just a quick and little winter landscape. This is my Royal Talons little sketchbook, and these are gouache. Just done a couple of bits and pieces here and there, so I thought I would do this one up in pastel. So I've got a little tray just here. So these are some of the colours I've pulled, so we'll see how many I actually use, but it won't be many. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to map out very quickly with this pencil. This is one of the Faber-Castell Pitt pencils, where I want everything to land. I have given this piece of UART just a very light gouache paint in a kind of darkish blue, just so that it's easier for me to work with my whites and light greys, not only because of my eyesight, but also because it's really nice to work on something that's a really contrast background when you're working with light colours. It's more fun as well, and it's easier to see. So we want the horizon line fairly high in order to give a really nice distance for the perspective. So we'll say this is kind of where our tree line will come. And we want the bulk of the tree line along there and then up. And then we want the path to, well, the tractor trail to come that way and go off that way. So that's the top of it. That's the other side, and yeah, I'm kind of making this a little wider than what I did before in this, and then we want this one's a slightly different perspective because it's coming more at us, if that makes sense, as we kind of come off that way like that, which is correct, right? That's good. And we've got our little kind of tractor trail where the mud cuts through things. We want that to kind of widen as it comes towards us. This one kind of, it started and then stopped and then started again. So we're doing it like that. Yeah, okay. That's what we've got. Right, I want to do the sky first, and I don't want the sky to be white because I want the snow to really stand out on the foreground. So to do that, we're going to use a grey for our sky, which sounds odd, but in Scotland it's fairly common to have a grey sky. And this is a little bit of a pinky toned grey, so it'll give a little bit of warmth to that grey, that sky, which is what we want. I'm going to keep the sky very simple, so it's just going to be very much one colour. And because this is the UART, it's not exactly the best for blending with your fingers, so I'm just going to smooth it slightly. So we keep that nice and neutral at the top. It gives us a really beautiful grey toned sky. Okay, right. Then I want to kind of come in with dark grey and brown tones for our distant tree line. So it's going to be slightly lighter than where we've got our hedgerow on either side of the track. So we're just going to bring that along. It's a gorgeous kind of brown, sandy brown colour, but I'm going to be adding some grey over the top to bring that down. I'll just bring it down slightly, just to help give a little bit more perspective. Okay, right, and then I want to bring some of the grey in. I've got a couple of different greys in here. I've also got a blue grey. So actually that might be more, we'll just use the blue grey. So we want some of the sandy colour to kind of show through, but we also want to kind of bring this colour down a little bit. So it's got a little bit of warmth, but at the same time, we're just going to neutralise it slightly. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Right. In fact, actually, what I really want to do is make sure that that's mostly the grey at the bottom before it comes up. It just helps with the shape of the tree line. Okay, so I want to then do our hedgerow. I'm going to do the dark grey first. So this is going to look really dark for a minute, which is fine. So I'm just keeping this nice and quick. Then the cat's interrupted, of course. What do you want? I'm kind of busy recording and I've got a cat. No, the husband's ignoring me as well now. He won't come and rescue the cat. She'll just have to stay on the floor. She might jump up on the table. We'll see. Okay, so that's our kind of purple, dark purple grey. I've got the darker grey, which I can bring in underneath. It's really proper grey, which I'll bring at the bottom there. And like I said, I've got some other colours that I want to add. But I'm just going to add a little bit of this in to this tree line, just because I like the colour, but I like the way it leads into that hedgerow coming towards us, which is what we want. Right. I want to add maybe some blue into this. Not much, and just little bits kind of along the top really. It just adds some colour interest. It's nothing, it's got no other purpose really other than I'm looking for a bit more colour interest. So we're going to put the purple grey down for our track there. Oh, that comes down here. Bear in mind, we haven't got our lightest colours on here at all yet. And then I want to go in with a little bit of our gold colour that we've got. I just want to add some patches of that. It does almost look slightly sunsetty, but it's more just to give us that variety along with some of that blue. Along there. And then what I want to do is I want to get some of this grey in before we put some of this white in here. And this looks really light, but it isn't, because we've got the white to go yet. And what I want to do is I want to blend that slightly there and then put our grey into there. I'm trying to be very careful about where I'm putting it, which is quite hard because I can't see my fingers very well. Or at least I can see my fingers, but I can see multiples of them, which isn't helpful when you're trying to get this down. So I'm just going to bring this down and to bring it slightly up into the hedge base there. Remember, this is our grey, this is not even the lightest one yet. When we put the white on, it'll change massively. So that's our grey. Right, I think I need to just bring that curve out ever so slightly more. So we've got that, right. Let's get our white in. So we've got two whites. I've got my white, and then we've got this. This is our blue white. And then this one here is our yellow white. And I think for this one, should we have the yellow or should we have the blue? Let's try it with the blue first. It's a huge chunky blob of a pastel, which is not going to help very well, because I will have very little control over it, but that's fine. There we go. Try and make sure that I make that hedge a little bit more, a little bit thinner at the top there. And the same on this side. Slightly more. White on this side than the other. I like to keep it uneven because that way you get a lot more interest. Just try and make sure we get enough of the white down there. The same here. And then there's more white on this side than the other because of the way the hedge protects. Protects and kind of shelters the farm track. So we're just focusing on where the edge would be and where the snow would kind of be a bit brighter. Should be on that side. And the same, there'll be a little bit on the hedge. Same on this side. Just a little bits and pieces of the snow will be on the hedge, just giving it a light kind of frosting here and there. I'm just going to make sure I can get that lovely white section in there. And I would say we're pretty much done. I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit. And the same on that side. Do we want to do a little bit along here? Yeah. Okay. Now I've got a pencil just for a little bit of detailing. Not much, but just to give us a little bit more lines and a little bit more fun. So I can just add in some lines here, just to help with, you know, showing the shape of that track, and also re-pick up where I might have lost it a little bit up here. The same there. And the hedgerow, we're just picking that and putting that back in. And it's just getting these little lines in. It doesn't do much, but it does add just a little bit of character, and it just helps keep the shape of some of the things that you don't want to lose. To there. And then the hedge, I just want to add these in just to, it's not going to do much, but it is just going to add a little bit of texture to this hedge, kind of make it a little bit more branchy. You won't be able to see it overly well, but it's enough that it will be fun. You want to do just adding some lines in at the top there, just to indicate that those are trees. Sometimes just a block is nice, but actually just giving it a little bit more texture and character is also good. These are only really fine lines. And just very lightly touching the pencil to the paper. Because it's the heavily sanded paper, it's fine. Right, let's leave it there. I'm going to write my initials tiny here in the corner. And we're going to leave it there. So there is our Soft Pastels kind of snowy farm track. There is the original. And I hope you guys have enjoyed that one. And I will see you all soon for another one. Ta-ta for now.